One of the famed big three of shonen anime is Naruto, the tale of a cursed boy who aspires to become the next Hokage. I'm sure we all grew up watching this hot-headed, orange jumpsuit-clad boy and were in love with his infectious energy. While Naruto Shippuden has some of the biggest fights and features many new characters, the first major story arc with younger Naruto is not to be overlooked. Some of the most creative and personally intense battles take place in Naruto's younger days, and now it's time to review some of the coolest fight scenes. Before we jump in, please do like, share and subscribe my channel to see more anime related content, and a couple of honorable mentions to start with. This match never had a winner, but it was thrilling to watch, and the arena audience was clearly looking forward to it. Sasuke stepped into the arena with a new black outfit and a new height of taijutsu power, and Gaara soon got the taste of it. Gaara's sand defenses were baffled when Sasuke streaked across the battlefield in a blur, bolstered by his all-seeing Sharingan and his advanced lightning jutsu, the Chidori. Gaara was on the defensive the entire time, and he was soon forced to resort to devastating new powers, as him being a Jinchuriki. At that moment, the battle was interrupted without giving us a clear winner. This was a truly extraordinary fight scene during the final stages of the Chunin exam. Although Shikamaru has a support-type combat style using shadows to control people, he made it to the final tournament and was pitted against Temari from the Sand Village. Temari was largely on the defensive, trying to avoid Shikamaru's shadow jutsu while trying to come up with a counterattack plan. But being the boy genius he is, Shikamaru outmaneuvered her and seemed to have won, only to surrender due to exhaustion. He's brilliant, but he still has room to grow. But he was the only shinobi from the Leaf Village who was promoted as a Chunin in the exams. This was one of the more straightforward fights in the early days, but it was a thrilling battle all the same. On the bridge to the land of waves, Haku demonstrated his crystal mirror and needle jutsu, putting Sasuke and Naruto on the defensive. Once Sasuke seemingly succumbed, Naruto turned the tables in grief with his Nine-Tails chakra. Meanwhile, Kakashi defeated Zabuza with his first on-screen use of the lightning blade. Finally, Zabuza touchingly gave his life to defend Haku once he turned on his thuggish employer. This was a relatively short battle that happened in the early stages of the Chunin exam. Team 7 was ambushed by Orochimaru before we knew him as the main antagonist of the series. His reveal was equal parts scary and creepy as he easily overpowers Sasuke and Naruto while traumatizing the former. But strong words from Naruto and Sakura snap Sasuke out of the fear, and the little Uchiha shows a glimpse of his true potential, earning him an unwanted curse mark from Orochimaru. Kimimaro is a teenager who can use a bone-based Kekkei Genkai, and he's too powerful for any single hero to take on. Naruto challenged him first, but not even a battalion of shadow clones could put a stop to Kimimaro's rampage. So, Rock Lee arrived and demonstrated some literal drunk fu. But Kimimaro wasn't yet defeated. Finally, Gaara arrived and challenged this bony monster, demonstrating some new powers along the way. But even Gaara was on the ropes by the time Kimimaro's deadly illness caught up to him, and then he died. Orochimaru was hell-bent on crushing the Leaf Village once and for all, and only the aging third Hokage stood a chance against his might. While the Sound, Sand and Leaf ninjas fought across the town, this boss battle was taking place on a rooftop. Incredible and forbidden jutsus were used on both sides, from resurrection to death seals, and the third Hokage gave his very life to seal Orochimaru's arms and render them powerless. He may have died, but Orochimaru was forced to retreat, and the Will of Fire lived on. Naruto vs Gaara is perhaps one of the most emotional and intense battles in Part 1, tying with Naruto's duel with Sasuke. More on that later. In fact, Naruto fought Gaara on the same day as when he fought Neji. It was one Jinchuriki versus another, and both boys had long since suffered the pain of housing horrible monsters that made them pariahs. By the end, both of them were exhausted, and Naruto opened up his heart and shared his experiences with tearful words. From that moment on, Gaara was a villain no more.
Uzumaki Naruto. 楽しませてくれ。やり捕まっとけよ。すげえ。
Here is another battle that took place in the final stages of the Chunin exam, and unlike Shikamaru and Temari's duel, it was an intense slugfest. Neji's Byakugan and devastating 8 trigrams jutsu were powerful weapons against Naruto, but this time, guts and training finally triumphed over talent. And Naruto's stubborn will and creative use of battlefield allowed him to land some surprising blows on his opponent and claim a stunning victory. This was one of the many instances where Naruto's optimism and grit inspired a former enemy. Classic underdog story. This is one of the 10 duels to take place during the third phase of the Chunin exams, and it reflects one of the recurring themes of Naruto, putting raw, inborn talent versus hard work and diligence. Some ninjas are born gifted, and others have to earn it. Gaara wields the awesome power of the one-tailed Shukaku, while Rock Lee trained like crazy to become a taijutsu master. In this fight, Rock Lee suffers the defeat, but not before showcasing some truly incredible combat moves and pushing Gaara pretty far. Might Guy was moved to tears due to Rock Lee's unwavering spirit. This fight solidified Naruto's position as a legendary shonen anime.
Now he doesn't need those other things to win. Right!
And now it is time for the defining battle of the pre-Shippuden arc for this anime. Sasuke fled the Leaf Village to pursue power, and his curse mark was making him stronger than ever. Naruto pursued him despite the danger. Both rivals faced off at the waterfall, and they dueled right there under the towering statues of Madara Uchiha and the first Hokage. Sasuke's curse and Chidori faced off against Naruto's Demon Fox and Rasengan, and the results are climactic to say the least. Not to mention the intense emotional stakes. Would ambition or friendship triumph in Sasuke's mind? That's the video, folks. What are your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Or have I missed any fight? Do let me know in the comments. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe for more awesome anime content. Until next time.
俺にとっちゃやっとできたつながりなんだ。だから俺はお前を止めるんだってばよ。